Hi, this is Ritesh Mathur from the Department of Mechanical Engineering, RA College of Engineering and IT. So in this lecture, we will discuss the remaining part of the terminology of gears. Okay. Now, first one is law of gearing. It is nothing but gives the condition for constant velocity ratio of two-third wheel. So if we take the two wheels, that is your 1 and 2, which is come in contact at Q, then omega 1 upon omega 2 will be equals to O2n upon O1p equals to O2p upon O1p. It is nothing but your law of gearing. Means in order to have a constant angular velocity ratio for all positions of wheels, the point P, which is called your pitch point, must be fixed point for the two wheels, or in other words, the common normal at the point of contact between a pair of teeth must always pass through the pitch point. Okay. Now, next one is velocity of sliding of teeth. What is this? It is the velocity of one tooth related to its mating tooth along the common tangent at the point of contact. So, suppose we say that Vs is the velocity of sliding at Q, then from the figure, it is nothing but your, if you see the line ED, so this is nothing but the ratio CD. Okay, so this is nothing but omega 1 plus omega 2 into QP, which is nothing but the, we can say that velocity of sliding is proportional to distance of point C of contact from the pitch point. The next one is your cycloidal teeth. So what is cycloid? It is a curve traced by a point on the circumference of a circle which rolls without slipping on a fixed straight line. Okay. But when a circle rolls without slipping on the outside of a fixed circle, the curve traced by a point on the circumference of a circle is known as epicycloid. And on the other hand, if the circle rolls without slipping on the inside of a fixed circle, then the curve traced by a point on the circumference of a circle is called hypocycloid. So if you see in the figure, the in figure number A, when C rotates, the wheel C rotates, then it will create the hypocycloid PA, and if D rotates below, it will create the hypocycloid, that is PB. Okay, this is nothing but your cycloidal teeth. Then path of contact. The path of contact is nothing but your path of approach plus path of recess. If we suppose that R is your P circle radius of pinion, capital R is P circle radius of wheel, RA is addendum circle radius of pinion, and capital R is addendum circle radius of wheel, then path of contact will be your path of approach plus path of recess. Then interference in involute gears. So the phenomena when the tip of tooth undercuts the tooth on its mating gear is known as interference. In this figure, the points M and R are called interference point. Interference may only be prevented if the addendum circle of the two mating gears cut the common tangent to the base circles between the points of tangency. Now, if you want to find out the minimum number of teeth on pinion to avoid this interference, then the formula will be 2ap upon 1 plus g into g plus 2 sine square phi minus 1. In this, the small t is your minimum number of teeth on the pinion, capital T is number of teeth on the wheel, m is module of the teeth, and r is pitch circle radius of pinion, and g is your gear ratio, which is t upon t, and phi is your pressure angle or angle of obliquity. But if you want to find out the minimum number of teeth on the wheel to avoid interference, then the formula will change and it will be 2aw upon root under 1 plus 1 upon g into 1 upon g plus 2 sine square phi minus 1. So that's all about this video lecture. Thank you.